Here's why the vegan diet is BS. 1. There are many nutrients like vitamin B12, zinc, creatine, and iodine that you cannot get from a vegan diet. Most vegans quit not because they are weak-willed, but because their body is feeling crap because they are deficient in nutrients. And 2, there are so much pesticides and chemicals sprayed on vegetables on top of the natural chemicals like lectins and oxalates that even if you are to eat whole natural vegan food, you're gonna harm your gut microbiome. In other words, if you are only eating vegetables, then you're not getting enough nutrients and you're eating too much toxins. Share this with a friend who you care about. So for the past 3 years, I never wore shoes or socks. Sometimes I'll wear flip-flops if I need to go to the government office to renew my visa because I'm staying in a country that I don't have citizenship in. But almost always, I am barefoot. In the grocery stores, in the food markets, everywhere I'm barefoot. Now, people ask me why, so I'm gonna explain why. Your feet have toes. Those toes are meant to function individually, but when you wear shoes, those 5 things become one thing. Your toes can no longer feel the ground, and your toes cannot exert their musculoskeletal prowess individually anymore. And what happens is any kind of immobility you have on your toes, it would affect your ankles, your knees, your back, your whole posture is going to be affected. So if you want to optimize your health, it's not gonna be instant results that you're gonna notice, but try to be barefoot, especially when you're in parks where it's safe, when there's no broken glass or needles anywhere, or the beach. Try to be barefoot. You can watch this documentary on YouTube. It's free. It's about an hour, I think. It's called Grounding or Earthing, and it explains with a lot more depth and science and proof the actual benefits of walking barefoot and how that cures so many ailments that a lot of modern people have. So I live in a country where weed is legal. Actually, in this small island that I live in, there are hundreds of weed stores. And so many people are saying it's healthy, blah, blah, blah. That is BS. When you smoke weed or when you eat it, you 10x the dopamine that you feel. If you normally get this much pleasure when you eat, you will now get this much pleasure when you eat while you're high. And it's the same thing with watching movies or social media. And it's the same thing when you're high and now you're watching movies or social media, you get so much more pleasure. Getting high is the epitome of unearned pleasures. And that is why it reduces your discipline, your drive to do hard things, because it messes with your dopamine system. And the less hard things you do in life, the less work and success you will have in life. It's really that simple. Share this video on your stories if you think more people need reminder of this simple truth.